Does Spotify owe you? They met recently to propose the next 5 years worth of royalties. So they do this every 5 years. And it turns out what it looks like they've proposed is that they'll pay less than they have the previous 5 years. And we look at those stats and go, they're already paying us next to nothing. How could it possibly be less? So do Spotify actually owe us more? What is their role in the music industry as far as paying music artists? So that's what we're going to chat about today. Hey, I'm Craig from the Dotted 8 Studio, and I'm talking to musicians who want to become artists. So this channel, this podcast is all about just helping musicians level up, just go next level with their music. Today we're talking about Spotify and royalties, and I think this is a topic that comes up so often, and people are kind of pretty mad at Spotify and feel pretty ripped off by Spotify and how much they pay out. As if it's just like some big CEO getting a bunch of money from our creation. That's what it can feel like a little bit. So we're going to chat about that today. So first of all, how much is Spotify paying right now? So they've proposed that the next 5 years they might change that. Well, they review it every 5 years. And this, when I say Spotify, I mean Apple, Tidal, Amazon, Google, the rest of them. So music aggregators. But we're going to use Spotify because it's just, as soon as you say Spotify, you know what I'm talking about. So at the moment, they pay 0.00318 per stream on average. So that is not a lot. So if we get 1,000 streams, so a lot of local artists that I work with here, if they can crack 1,000 streams on Spotify, that's a bit of a milestone. That feels great. So how much is that going to pay you? $3.18. So I've got this website where you can just type in the amount here and it shows you exactly, you can just, how many streams have I got and how much is that going to owe me? So 1,000 streams, huge milestone, I reckon, $3.18, which is pretty dismal. So let's blow up those numbers a bit. 100,000 streams is going to be $318. So to get 100,000 streams is a lot. I would be so chuffed if my music got 100,000 streams. So then if we look at 1 million streams, that's when we get into the thousands. So 1 million streams is going to be 3,180. Now, this isn't amazing maths. I'm sure you can work that out. But to get 1 million streams, that's crazy. So if we look at, okay, we want to be a six-figure music artist. Like, how good would that be if we could actually just do music for a living and get six figures from that? So $100,000 a year. To do that, you would need, let me just look at this number. I did the maths earlier. To get $100,000 in a year, you would need 31.5 million streams on Spotify to get to $100,000. That's an insane number of anything, to get 35 million. Some of the most popular videos on YouTube, like you look at the top Dude Perfects or whatever it is that you love on YouTube, 35 million plays is a hell of a lot. It's a heck of a lot, and it's a long way away. So we look at like, obviously, that means Spotify doesn't pay us enough, right? If we have to get 35 million views to get $100,000 as a music artist, obviously the problem is that Spotify don't pay enough, right? That's kind of the argument that I think people chuck out, and it burrs me a little bit because we're putting, I'm going to get to it. Maybe I'm jumping ahead of myself, but does Spotify actually owe you? Is it their responsibility to pay your way as a music artist? So let's have a look at the other end of the spectrum. Justin Bieber was 2020's highest streaming music artist on Spotify. So I read that he got, 7 billion streams on Spotify. Now those are massive numbers. They're incredibly high numbers. So you think of all the playlists that Justin Bieber's in, he kind of goes across a few styles, so he's going to end up in a lot of playlists. So 7 billion streams at that same maths equates to $22 million. So that's pretty handy. So if you're a top level musician, Spotify is actually paying you pretty well, considering you had to record that song once, upload it once, and then, I mean, obviously there's a lot of marketing and stuff that goes into it as well. But to spin up just from one platform to get $22 million in return is quite high. I think if you look at it from that angle, because there's probably quite a few people into the billions when it comes to Spotify streams. So maybe like Ed Sheeran, The Weeknd, Taylor Swift, those guys are going to be up really high numbers, and Spotify is going to be paying out really high returns, right? So what can Spotify actually do to make sure there's enough money? Because they're only making money from us actually paying a subscription. So we all pay $11 or whatever it is a month to have unlimited music, which I just think is the most insane thing ever. Like, we, in this day and age, in our generation, we just have the best opportunity to be around music. So as a consumer, please don't change that. Spotify, we absolutely love you as a consumer. We can just listen to whatever we want. We only have to pay $11 a month. Back in the day, we would have to buy, that's one CD every 3 months. CD being $30 back in the day. So we would buy one CD, 11 songs every 3 months to get the same value we get with our subscription to Spotify. So as a consumer, we love it. So if we want to get paid more as an artist, are we all happy as consumers to pay double? Are we happy to pay $25 a month for our Spotify subscription? Probably not. So there's a heap of factors in it, but I want to get back to the fact that I just don't think anyway that Spotify owes you for that. What I think about Spotify is that is an absolutely brilliant invention. And whether it was Daniel Ek that did it or whoever else, and I know now there's lots of platforms, so lots of people are kind of doing it, but the fact that you would host all the songs somewhere and people can just plug into those and stream it, you would do it as a subscription, you have a really user-friendly app, all those things that go into making this killer invention, I think is amazing. And I'm all for like entrepreneurs, I'm all for people creating amazing things and kind of getting paid for that. So I think Daniel Ek, is that how you say it? Ek? E-K? Or is that just his short name, his stage name? I don't know. Anyway, he's created this product, he's running this product, he's updating, he's making it all happen, and we kind of hate him for making money, but at the same time, we love his product. We love as an artist that we can upload to Spotify and we can share that link and anybody can just hear our music right there and then without having to go to Sanity and buy a CD. We love that we can just listen to whatever we want, whenever we want. We can make playlists, we can share, we love everything about it, but we hate that the guy that made that is making millions of dollars and we're not by using his product. He makes it, we want to use it and get millions of dollars, and we hate the fact that he is. It's a bit skewed up. I reckon like it's our social media platform. It's our marketing platform. We can chuck stuff up on Spotify and have this incredible reach that we've never been able to have before. So for me, I reckon we should have a look at what we should be using Spotify for. So I would say straight off the bat, do not use Spotify to make money for your music. Simple as that. I think if your goal, I'm going to put something on Spotify because I want to make some money off this, that it won't work for you unless you get into those millions of streams. Like we said, 35 million streams. Or maybe if you just want to make 50 a year, then you're looking at 15 million streams. So that's probably not the avenue you want to use Spotify for. What you should be using Spotify for is to market yourself, is to put your music out there, try to get in some playlists, try to get the algorithm spiked so you can get in front of a bigger audience. But from there, it's your responsibility to turn that audience into fans that will purchase things off you. So pretty much they're getting that stream for free. Let's just say, all right, they're getting my Spotify for free. They can listen to my music every day for free. But it's your responsibility to then turn them into a fan and make sure they buy something off you. Make sure they get plugged into your website, onto your mailing list, or you get them to a show. They buy tickets to a show. You sell them a hoodie. You sell them the vinyl version of your CD. You get them across to your membership so you can do monthly Zoom sessions or live streams or whatever it is. You give them exclusive behind the scenes in the recording studio, whatever it is that you're kind of selling them as an experience, that's where you should be making your money as an independent artist. So Spotify is like your fishing pond, I guess. You're throwing the line out there, you're trying to gather an audience from there, and then you're bringing them into your inner circle where you can make money from them and your fans can fund your career. If we look at Spotify purely as a money-making thing, then yeah, we're getting ripped off. But does Spotify actually owe you your music career just because they host your music? I don't think they do. What about Instagram? Let's have a look at Instagram. So it's all about photos. It's all about pictures and us connecting emotionally to pictures. So which photographers are up in arms right now because they put a photo up on Instagram and Instagram doesn't pay them for views? I don't hear of that. I don't hear of photographers whinging about Instagram not paying them enough for their photos because they understand that Instagram is a platform created that allows them to get their pictures out in front of people. So they can put some hashtags or whatever on a wedding photo or something and heaps of people can see it. And how that works is that, so I've got a mate who's a photographer. He'll put wedding photos up that look amazing. He'll hashtag it. And what happens is someone's flicking through Instagram, they see the photos, they've got their big event coming up and they go, man, I might book that guy for my wedding, for my event. I want him to photograph, that's the word, photograph my event. So Instagram for that person, for the photographer, has been a marketing tool. You put something out there, you create an audience, you create fans, and then they come across to your inner circle and they pay you for what you do. So Spotify can be exactly the same. Let's put our music out there. Let's put as much music out as we can. Let's try and get in all the algorithms. And all the algorithms, I can't say that. I tried twice then. We can get in all the algorithms. We can try and get in algorithm. What's the algorithm to say algorithm? We can try and get into all the algorithms which will push us forward, but it's our job to pull them across and turn them into fans. So I feel like I just went on a massive rant. I had notes and I pretty much covered everything that I wanted to say, but I was passionate and got stuck in. I apologize if you feel like I was yelling at you. I'm just passionate about people not working for it, but not just trying to get rid of this entitled sort of mentality that we've got around music, that we just think because we can create something that everyone should just buy it and bow down to it and that everyone kind of owes us. We don't have to work super, super, super hard for stuff, but to think that we can just spend $15 uploading a song to Spotify and that it then owes us all the money. Like we would used to sell a CD for $20 or whatever, $30. So we just feel like, oh, I've uploaded this thing, so why aren't I getting $20 per stream? It's owed to me because I created art. It's just not how it works. And we need to get in our mindset that nobody is standing there ready to hand out money to you. You've got to actually work it for yourself. And if you're passionate about your music and if you're passionate about being a music artist, then this is up to you and you'll figure out ways to do it. But they need to be your own ways. It needs to be your own art. So Spotify is somebody else's art. It's an invention. It's a brilliant invention, but it's somebody else's tool and somebody else's sandbox, I guess, and they deserve the money that they make for that because they did it. So if you've got great music, you've got great experiences, then it's your responsibility to do that and to do that well. So you need to create incredible shows that people want to buy tickets to. You need to create awesome merch that people want to buy. You need to create memberships or things that people want to be a part of. So I'm a big fan of Patreon. There's this band called Our Last Night who put out music videos all the time, and they got these Patreons. So what they do is they give their music for free on YouTube, absolutely free. They put it on free, pretty much free on Spotify, like we talked about. But then people can sign up to their membership to get extra stuff from them. So they're handing out experiences. They're giving away their music, and then they're selling deeper experiences with their music. And for them, they're going deeper. They're not just chucking it out there and just the world owing them. They're actually going, no, if we want to do this, we've got to actually put some work in for it and go for it. And I reckon, we can whinge about what Spotify wants to pay us all day long, but at the end of the day, it's not Spotify's responsibility. Spotify doesn't owe you. It's your responsibility to make the most out of your music career and to chase the things that you want. So get after it. Man, email me or write in the comments if you totally disagree with me. If I've got something completely wrong and Spotify does owe us more, then let me know. I'd be more than happy to have a conversation about it. If you want some more ideas about how you can actually make money from your music, then leave me a comment as well. I'd love to chat further about that. I'm doing weekly episodes about this very thing, going from musician to artist. So just a bunch of tools and resources about going further in the music industry for your music to take you further as a music artist. So subscribe if that's you. Make some music this week and we will talk again soon.